Hello. Hey there, profitable PR pros. What is up? I'm Jen Burson. I'm the founder of Generation PR. Now in our 15th year of business, which I cannot believe, 15 years running my PR agency here in Los Angeles. And I'm also the founder of the Profitable PR Pros community that you are a part of. Thank you so much for being here for another episode of Profitable PR Pros TV. Yes, that's what we're calling this. I am excited to kind of riff on today's topic, which is going to be really geared towards helping you understand how you can stay on top of the evolving trends, changing landscape of our industry, right? I never want you to be caught unprepared and by surprise. I think those of us who stick around and have longevity, like 15 years in the business, have been able to watch trends, get ahead of trends, predict what's coming, or at least be on the early end of what is happening and changing in our industry. So we're going to talk all about that because my goal for you is to create a business that's going to be here in the long run. A business that, like I've had mine for, a decade and a half, one that will be here for you, sustain you, earn you great income, be something that in 15 years you still love doing, right? Like I've been representing brands in my various niches for this entire time I've been running my business, and I still love my clients, still love the work that I do. And that's what I'm here to teach you, is creating a business that will sustain so that you can have consistent, predictable, recurring revenue and be a leader in your field, right? Like if you are on top of the evolving landscape and trends that are changing and adjust your services and support your clients accordingly, you are going to be the winner, okay? You're going to be here in the long run. So let me know who's here. Let me know where you're watching. And if you're watching on the replay, hi, thanks for checking this out after the fact. I aim to create evergreen content so that there's always value in it no matter when you're watching. Okay, so you might be on YouTube, you might be on LinkedIn, right now, Facebook Live. So let me know who's here. I love having a two-way chat with those who are here live. Thanks for being here live. I see the thumbs up, but you got to leave a comment or else I can't see who's doing it. So we know that our industry, the PR industry, has been changing so fast over the years. I mean, have you noticed? Right? Like I've been in this 15 years, like I said, and when I started, print magazines were everything. We all lived and died by print magazines, long lead publications. That's what every single person wanted. That's what people came to us for, print. Print was king or queen. And the rise of social media and the sort of, I don't want to say collapse, but the folding into itself of print, like we all know some publications are folding or getting acquired and becoming part of other publications. It's changing the way that people consume media, and it's disrupted this. Hi, Marina. Hi, thanks for being here. It's disrupted this kind of age-old tradition that most of us have learned or come to rely on. Maybe you started out. I mean, we used to send press releases. This is going to really date me, over fax. Okay, like we were faxing press releases, and then we were emailing press releases. And then we were distributing them on the wire. And now we barely ever craft press releases. Like, let me know in the comments, are you still crafting and distributing press releases for your clients, right? It's changing so much. So there are a lot of agencies, particularly the bigger agencies, that they're trying to ignore these changes. They're sticking their head in the sand. They're not as nimble as a small agency or solopreneur is. We're nimble, we're fast, we're quick to respond. That is a huge benefit for you. We have massive clients that come to us and say, we are looking for a team that is nimble and dynamic and can help us solve our problems quickly. So larger agencies are not able to do this. They are kind of sticking their head in the sand. They're kind of thinking that this whole trend, this change is going to blow over because it changes so quickly. They're like, well, I don't need to learn that or adjust our strategy for that because it's going to be a thing of the past, right? So what happens in the meantime is agencies that are slow to respond are watching their profits dwindle, and they're in for a really rude awakening. This is not something that's going to blow over. It's not even going to be the way that it is now for a lot longer either. It's going to continue to evolve, and technology is accelerating. So are the changes that are coming for all of us. Not to be like really scared or doomsday. It's like, dun, 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 watch your back because something's coming for you. But if you are not up to speed, things are only going to get worse for you. And it's not just social media, it's a result of all of the changing media landscape. Like you might have noticed in general, PR budgets tightening up. Maybe your clients are having a smaller budget for the type of work that you provide. If you are providing, let's say, traditional PR services, maybe not really promoting influencers for your clients, and they are now allocating budget over to that. We're also noticing competition from other fields like advertising or opportunities now being pay to play. That's a massive shift that I've seen. When I first started 15 years ago, editorial and advertising were like total separation of church and state. Editors and advertising departments at publications did not cross over, and the editors had complete editorial authority over all the content. And then slowly, and now more quickly, it's all folded into one. You may have noticed when you pitch your clients to editors, they will forward your email to the marketing department. Give me a thumbs up, give me an amen, give me a yep, it's happened to me in the comments if you've had that happen. And you're like, no, this is a great pitch. It's a great fit for your magazine. And they're like, oh, go ahead and talk to Marsha over in marketing. Marsha in marketing. I don't know, just made that up. And it's really frustrating, right? Like, how frustrating is it when you have a great pitch and you are getting bounced over to marketing? So these changes are happening. And, the other thing that we've noticed is that first there was like influencer marketing. Yep, Marina's like, yep, that's happened. It's happened to all of us. It's frustrating, but I'm telling you, there are still organic media opportunities for you and your clients. It's about positioning. It's about having the right fit for what they cover and something really unique and interesting, being persistent. All of the same strategies that make us really good PR professionals still work in terms of converting and getting placements for your clients. It still works. So don't give up. But it used to be complete separation of editorial and advertising. And now it's like, oh, you will see that there's a great editorial feature of some brand, and then on the very next page is a full page ad. It's no coincidence, right? They're favoring their advertisers because that is the lifeblood of print publications or digital publications, is paid advertising. And ad dollars are going elsewhere. There's other uses for ad dollars, right? So it's all just kind of changing. And the other thing we're seeing too is with influencers, it was like unpaid. If they liked your product, they would talk about it. Then we started to see all of these influencers creating tons of expensive content and wanting to monetize their presence. And that's great. I mean, if you're going to put the effort forward to create beautiful content and have an actual influence, have a million followers that actually are taking action based on your recommendations, that's their business, right? And they want to be paid for that. So then those influencers, the top tier, were looking to get paid. And we got it. We understood that. So some clients have the budget for that. Most of them don't. Then those budgets that didn't sustain paid major influencers would go to micro influencers, right? It was like the 50 to 100,000 followers that still had beautiful content. They were still happy to work with your clients, but their fee wasn't as expensive, or they were happily taking product in trade if it was like a, something they loved and kind of a generous package, right? So micro influencers for a while were where it was at. Raise your hand if you've heard of nano influencers, right? It's shifted now to the nanos. And when I first heard about this, it was in the context of one of our large wellness companies that was looking to reach the sphere of the nano influencers who were suffering from a specific type of, let's say, back pain, and they had a supplement that helped with back pain. And they felt that the nano influencers, which are sometimes under 5,000, it can be 750 people, but those nano influencers are really having an influence over their tight following because it's their sister, their parents, their best friend, a parent from school, their yoga instructor, their hairdresser, people that actually know them. So when they recommend something, it's genuine. And you may think that the nano influencer category is inexpensive, but what you have to do to reach the nanos and make it matter is volume. And so in order to achieve volume, you have to pay an outside agency or a company that has a kind of AI software that will find the people that are the right fit, find the nanos, get your product to them, and increase the sphere of influence with these people that are really genuine. Their audience really connects with them. And I spent $25,000 on one campaign to reach, I think it was about 750 nano influencers for one of our supplement companies. But when that term came to me from the client, I was like, got it. I'm sitting there typing like nano influencer. And then it made a lot of sense to me. And I started to see that this was a service that we could oversee, but we needed help with. So what we started to do was really pay attention to what clients are asking us, right? Like you'll notice that right now there's kind of this overall increase in just the general confusion and chaos that's happening with clients, with agencies. Like, what services are they offering? What services do clients want to need? And I've mentioned this before. I mentioned it in my program. Clients don't always know. Here's the cat. He thinks I'm talking to him. Here he is jumping on the desk. Clients don't always know what they need. Somebody may mention to them nano influencers at a party, and you're like, that's not what you need, right? So it's really about listening to why they're asking or what things are commonly getting asked, and you need to start paying attention to those things. So, you got to get real. Like, what your clients need from you is leadership. They need to navigate this chaos, this kind of turbulent environment with our industry. They need a leader, somebody who has confidence in their expertise to be able to make recommendations, to maybe give them an unpopular opinion that goes against what they're asking for, but standing firm in knowing as the expert what is actually the right approach for them. And so you might be kind of thinking, what do you do to protect your agency and your revenue? That's what it's all about. If you're going to survive in this ever-changing landscape, it's all about protecting your revenue. So to protect your revenue this year and beyond, right? That's what we're looking to do. So the biggest thing that you can do right now is create systems and ensure that you have systems in your business so that you can keep those clients coming. You have a solid pipeline of consistent client leads, recurring retainer revenue, a solid foundation of happy clients, and knowing where your next client is coming from and not stressing about that. So, you want to have these results in this changing landscape, but you've also got to put, food on the table. It's about cash flow in your agency and getting to that place where you are charging at a minimum, let's say $3,000 up to $5,000 a month. If that sounds really like a reach for you, know that you can ask for that rate. And there are companies that, know that it's a minimum of that or higher. And so getting into that mindset to know that you're providing service that's worth that. I had a call yesterday with a client. We have a proposal we're working on. We're meeting with the client in person tomorrow, which I don't normally do, but they're actually local here in LA. And the client was so awesome because I asked them the question that you always hope you get an answer to: what is your budget? And he said, the budget is there if we see the value. We want value. And that's what I always preach. You're pricing your services based on value, not based on the time that goes into it. So realizing that you're providing this value, having the confidence, getting into that solid mindset so that you can confidently recommend things to clients. Specialize in a few things that you're excellent at, you have great contacts in. It's about niching down in your offering and niching down in the types of clients you support and then the offering that you have, so that you can confidently talk to clients as the expert making recommendations that are right for them. And then knowing that you can charge $3,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 a month for your services because of the value you provide to your clients. So that is like the main shift that you need to do, is really upgrading and up-leveling your mindset, getting the clarity on who you help and how you help them, and the confidence that you can approach this type of client that will support the fees that you really deserve. Okay, so it's kind of that simple. Ways to stay on top of trends, if you really laser in and you know what's happening in your industry because you are niching down, it's a lot easier than trying to be all things to all people and then having to research 50 different niches or service offerings because you are trying to do too much and everything's changing around you. So that's a great start, is niching down and going deep in your expertise, having a few key places that you're reading. Like, we are noticing a lot of industry trends reported on a website called Business of Fashion, or BOF. I'm noticing a lot of my peers forwarding articles to me from Business of Fashion that I'm discovering there too. And it's interesting because it's not just fashion, it's like beauty and just our industry in general, but just checking there once a week, I'm finding things that help me to confidently stay on top of what's happening so that I can pitch it and sell it and make my clients feel like they're stepping into a role with an expert, somebody that understands what they need and is making recommendations to them based on what is happening in the media landscape, and not freaking out over trends that don't apply to them. They'll hear something, and if you just jump in every direction of evolving trends without really understanding what they mean or how it impacts your client, you're going to be scattered and all over the place. So niching down on what you offer and who you serve helps you go deep in your expertise. Being a part of this group is an amazing way to stay on top of trends, because you can post a question in here and you will have access to 1,500 industry experts. Everyone in here has some deep expertise in some aspect of what we offer in the world of PR. And this is a really generous community, if you haven't already noticed that they're willing to share and give you guidance and support. So that's a really great way to also kind of think about this as a resource for asking what you need. But I want you to pay attention to what clients come to you asking about and start to think about why. Is it something that they heard, or do they really want that? Is it the right fit for their business, or is something else a better use of your time as the expert or their financial allocation? Think about that. And then you can start to see what the consistent kind of threads are, the commonalities of what people are asking, or the results you get for one client that's really working for them. Like, let's say it's a digital placement and you create a special link and you're tracking that link and you can track conversions, and it's some metric that you're able to see has some kind of impact for the client, and you know that that publication has a real driver of traffic, right? So that's something you pay attention to. It's like learning and gleaning insight from what you've already done for some clients and applying it to other clients and using those little case studies, not even like a whole client case study, but like one example of one thing that worked for one client that you then went down that path and said, okay, that publication works really well for our client's audience. So we're going to reach out and explore some pay to play opportunities or continue to pitch organic editorial to them and go a little deeper and spend more time creating a relationship. So it's paying attention to what's happening with your pitches and what's converting, what's working really well, what are clients asking for, all of that stuff. And I have seen such a need for one resource where we can have a plan for what we need to be doing to provide the best service for our clients, and also master classes on things that are evolving and how to be the best at them. Like, we had a woman ask in this group about how to even get started working with influencers, or, you know, what goes into a press strategy. You know, how do you craft a pitch for an expert to be on podcasts? You know, how do you approach that? We have something coming later this year that I'm excited. It's a solution. It's a turnkey solution for PR professionals, something I wish existed when I started, so that I knew how to provide the best service possible for my clients and be the best possible PR professional that I could be. So that is coming and launching later this year, come spring, like around May. Okay. So I'm going to just put it at that, and that is coming. But in the meantime, this is the approach I want you to take. It's having systems in place so you have a solid pipeline of consistent, predictable retainer revenue and clients coming in, like a pipeline. So if you lose a client, you know you can tap the well and create a flow of new revenue opportunities with new client leads. That's one. Two is pay attention to what clients are asking, why they're asking it. What are some trends that you're seeing people coming to you asking? Three, pay attention to results that you get that have worked, that convert really well and have a real impact, and do more of those things. Go deeper with this cat. Oh my God, I swear every time. I think he thinks I'm talking to him. So you can go deeper on those results that work and have an impact for your clients, and confidently sell those services. And when you have a deep expertise on what you offer, not just the niches that you serve, but what services you provide to those niches. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I love that. Then you can charge more. And when you are charging more, you are able to have a solid foundation, a business that sustains in the long term. You're not a flash in the pan, fly-by-night company that's here today, gone tomorrow, okay? That's what it takes to sustain in our industry. So it's kind of a combination of asking for what you deserve, being the expert, and being able to really have a deep expertise because you're focusing on your target audience, your niche clients, and what you offer to them. If you try to do everything, you will make yourself crazy, and you won't know. You won't have a depth of knowledge and a wealth of information for anyone. And it's definitely not going to serve you. Like I said at the top of this live, and I see there's quite a few more on here now, my goal for you is to have a business that you still love in 15 years, because that's where I am. 2020 is 15 years of me running my agency, and I still love it. So that's my goal for you. These are subtle things that go into an overall formula and a framework for how to be relevant. I want you to be relevant in the long run. I want you to be the go-to expert, to be sought after by your dream clients, okay? So that is how to stay on top of the evolving landscape and be an industry leader.